Welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Market Minute. My mission is to help you better understand the latest trends in the U.S. real estate market and share with you my analysis and industry expertise. I want to help you gain an advantage and feel confident whenever you're buying and selling real estate. I'm your host, Mark Salib. I'm a passionate real estate professional, advisor, and investor, and I love what I do. Follow and DM me on Instagram at The Salib Group. Send me an email, mark@thesalibgroup.com. And as always, thank you for tuning in to today's show. National listing prices, meaning the amount of money a seller wants for their home, just posted the biggest annual decline in 9 years. This may actually be one of the healthiest signs we've seen in the housing market in a long time. I'm going to explain why. Realtor.com is showing us that sellers are finally becoming realistic again. All right. These are the stats. This is from Realtor.com. The national median listing price is down 2.4% year over year to $429,500. Now, this is the biggest annual decline in Realtor.com data going back to 2017. Median listing prices have now fallen for 7 consecutive months. How much a seller is asking to sell their home for has fallen for 7 consecutive months. Median price per square foot is down 2.5%, and in 35 of the 50 largest metros, you saw price per square foot declines. But listen to this. Pending home sales, meaning homes went under contract, a seller and a buyer agreed to a price and the terms of the contract, that's a pending home sale, are up 4.3% year over year. And they've had 6 straight months of gains. So what gives? This is pretty critical. So buyers want to buy. Sellers are getting more realistic. See, transactions are going up. That's what it tells you. Pending home sales are going up. Transactions are going up. Okay? But prices, or at least what a seller's asking for, is going down. So look, listen to this. This is Jake Krimmel. He's from Realtor.com. And he said this is interesting. I'm going to sum this up. In a distressed housing market, what happens is sellers, they list too high, right? They ask for too much. And then the home sits on the market. And then they panic later. And then here come the price cuts. But he's pointing out that's not what's happening right now. Actually, the share of listings with price cuts fell to 17.5% year over year. So we're not seeing price cuts anymore as much as before. Sellers are increasingly pricing their homes correctly from the beginning. This is new. This is new, and this is good because that's a big psychological shift in the mindset of the seller, the unrealistic seller from 2022 and 2023 and even 2024. If you recall, during the pandemic, sellers, and even well after the pandemic, sellers just aimed for the moon, right? And buyers would chase inventory, and overpricing was fine. You overpriced your house. You thought, did I even go high enough? I mean, there's 10, 15, 20 people lining up outside the door, right? Okay, but things have changed. And so the buyer psychology changed when rates went up really high. And that changed much faster than the seller psychology of, I need to price the home more realistically. And sellers are finally skipping that denial phase that I think they had for so many years. They're finally pricing homes closer to reality from day one. That's what all that Realtor.com statistic information basically that I gave at the beginning of the show, that's what that's saying. If you put it all together, that's what that's saying. Now, I think that if you look at, I want to put it this way. If you look at today's housing market, it's as if it's becoming rational again. That's the best way to describe it. It's sellers who are saying this is what it's worth, this is what I'm gonna price it for, and buyers who are saying, hey, that's a pretty reasonable price. I should buy it at that price. That's what we're seeing. Now, these are national numbers. And of course, every market could be unique from each other, but that's what the general consensus is when you see national statistics like you do that are like this. So that said, let's take a look at some of the local metros. All right, Realtor.com highlighted these metros as having the biggest listing price declines, meaning year over year, from 1 year ago to today, these were the declines in asking prices. How much a seller's asking to sell their home for. Okay, Memphis, Tennessee saw the biggest decline, minus 13%. So sellers are asking for 13% less than they were a year ago. Buffalo down 11.6%. Austin, Texas down 9.5%, and Los Angeles down 7.9%. Okay, let's look at this now because Austin, I think, actually is in a correction. It's a healthy correction. But yes, the price per square foot is down in Austin, 8.3%, and homes are generally taking longer to sell. There's more inventory than before. So yeah, it is correcting. It also boomed like pretty wildly, right, for a couple of years there after the pandemic. So I think, Austin is kind of proving that affordability is the issue, not demand, right? Because there's still demand. There are still transactions happening. It's just, homes got completely unaffordable for what was the median income in that area. Now, how about Memphis? All right, Memphis, Tennessee. Look, median listing prices down 13%. Yes, they are seeing price reductions rise. 22.3% of listings in Memphis had price cuts. That's pretty high. And lower pending sales as well. So Memphis is struggling. Unlike Austin, which I think is correcting and kind of restabilizing, Memphis is still going through the struggle. All right. Now, LA is interesting. Median listing price is down 7.9%. The median list price for a home in LA is $1.1 million. All right. That's the second highest among the top 50 metros in the U.S. Now, obviously, affordability pressure is there, and higher rates is not helping. But LA, it's not getting like a lot of new construction or anything, right? So there's still sort of like supply constraints in LA, which I think kind of keeps that market okay. Now, Buffalo, that one surprised me a little bit, 11.6% decline. Look, Buffalo was more of the traditional affordable Northeast market that I thought was doing better. But it goes to show you, even a place like Buffalo, prices need to normalize. If it's not affordable, it's not affordable. And buyers are going to hold back, right? They're not going to go for something they can't get. Look, overall, this is great news. I think this is good because that old strategy that sellers always had, let me list high and see what happens, it's over. You got to price correctly from day one, create urgency early, capture serious buyers right away. Don't become stale inventory with multiple price cuts because that's what you're going to become. In today's market, pricing correctly is the correct marketing strategy. Remember, if homes sit on the market too long, buyers always assume something is probably wrong. Right? And overall, your negotiating leverage actually weakens the longer you sit on the market. So keep all of that in mind. Look, the big takeaway, the housing market, it's starting to get a little more balanced. Plenty of demand is out there. I think the problem was affordability. Just got disconnected from prices. Now sellers are adapting. This is good news. The housing market is good. It's going to get healthier. With sellers adapting so quickly and becoming more realistic, it's a housing market that's maturing, and that's exactly the type of thing you want to see. That is it for me today. Thank you so much for listening to today's show. And as always, if you have questions or need specific advice, ideas, or just some help regarding your particular real estate needs or situation, or if you're just looking to buy or sell real estate in Florida, well then DM me on Instagram at the Salib Group, or just send me an email to mark@thesalibgroup.com. Don't forget to leave a rating for the show, follow, subscribe, help others find the show, and be informed and educated about the real estate market just like you. Until next time. Before we end today's show, stop what you're doing and subscribe right now to Real Estate Market Minute Plus. Listen to all episodes ad-free. Get exclusive bonus episodes and content, and help support the show's growth, longevity, and future improvements. Go to realestatemarketminute.supercast.com right now. You can also find the link in this episode's show description. Check it out. I know you'll love it.